Hey everybody, good morning, afternoon, wherever you are. I had a customer who I shipped a bench kit to, and we sell the full replacement bench kits for the BUK boats. We can do Champion boats as well, Swift boats. Did I mention those brands? What am I doing? Anyway, listen, it's a little more complicated than just drilling and gluing. So I wanted to explain because they were having a little trouble putting the new bench kit in. The trouble they were having is, and I literally did this on the bottom side so I could show you what the issue was. Normally, I'm going to show you how to do it properly. But you see, you get these little chips of the plywood, the top laminate of the plywood, when you just drive a clearance hole drill bit through there. So you want to prevent that from happening. But you can see here on the top side, there is no chip. And the reason is because you can see on the outline there's a countersink. So it's important here, a little more evident there, it's a little bit larger. So you want to countersink the clearance hole a little bit before you drill it. And so I'm going to show you how to do that and how we actually install a bench into a brand new boat. So let's go over here. I've got a little jig I set up. And this is the jig we use to drill the initial pilot hole for the clearance hole in the bench. So this jig makes sure that we have a consistent distance so that when we ship replacement benches in the future, we know we're drilling the holes in the correct spot, or we can advise the customer to drill the holes this distance apart. I think it's 3 3/8 or something like that. But anyway. So the first thing we do is we take a pilot hole. This is not the clearance hole. This is just a pilot hole and a guide for the eventual operation that drills the clearance hole for the screw. Okay, so I've got that centered in there. I'm just gonna mark the hole. And then the next step, again, if you tried to take this clearance drill, 732 for a number 10 screw, and you try to drill that out so that the screw can slide down through the hole and clamp it down into the boat, you're going to create a chip. That's going to chip out the side of the bench. It looks like crap, and you're going to have to touch it up. That's a horrible thing. So what we do, you'll see that this pilot hole also has a little countersink tool attached to it. And we're just going to go down. But I'm going to put a little countersink there that's slightly larger than the clearance drill, right? And same thing here. Now, I've got a pretty good feel for this. I've done hundreds and hundreds of them. But you're going to see when I drive this drill through now, normally if I just tried to drive it through, you'd get the chip, right? But when I drive this through, you get a nice clean finish, no risk of chipping the plywood laminate off the top, same thing. There, okay. Now I'm gonna flip this over, and I'll bet you 10 to 1, you're gonna see a plywood chip on the bottom. I'm not too concerned about it because that's the bottom side and we're gonna glue it. But what you normally wanna do, you see how I chipped it there? What you normally wanna do is before you drill, you also drill a little bit of a countersink on the bottom side. So you're going to do 4 countersinks, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and then when you drive this clearance drill through there, you're not going to chip the top and you're not going to chip the bottom. All right, I hope that helps everybody, and we'll do some more DIY dragon boat repair type videos in the future. Everybody have a great day.